Stories create a bond with whoever's watching your video. If you can think about your favorite YouTuber, they tell good stories. If you can tell a story that captures the viewer or the listener, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna have a new subscriber. I'm going to be narrating a video that I did of my exam day, and hopefully that will give you an understanding of how to tell your stories better. It was exam morning. I got up at about 6 a.m.
Tell them run it up. I wake up. Yeah. I wake up. Flex. Thumb down that. Check. No.
Brushed my teeth. I had a shower and I got ready.
This. Tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it up.
As I started to get ready, my nerves didn't really set in. I was quite calm, actually. Calm to the point that it scared me. So I started to do my makeup, and honestly, I was in my head. Oh, why do they do this to us? I got ready as quick as I could, because normally I take forever to get ready.
Stole me. I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies.
And I made it straight through the door. I quickly got into the car and I started my journey to uni. I'm about to be late if I don't get out of here, so...
When I think about the way we used to be, when I think about the things it took from me, I know that I am so much better. When I look at what I've done.
As I got in the car, I started to realize that I still didn't feel anxious, which I found really odd because normally at exam time, I am a nervous wreck. As I enjoyed the music in my car and I drove on the highway, the only thing I could think about is the possible questions that I would get and this nagging lack of anxiety that I was feeling. I actually don't feel, I don't feel nervous. The journey took what felt like forever to get to uni. And I'm in traffic. All I could think about was getting in, settling, and preparing for the exam that was to come. You know, it looked like I'm gonna have to park where I'm not supposed to park because there's no parking. Yeah, I'm parking in a yellow zone at this point. As I got to the campus, I quickly went straight into the cafeteria because what do you do when you have an exam day? You get refreshments. As I quickly made my way into the nearest campus Starbucks, I thought, what shall I have? Sweets. I purchased a medium cup of chai tea latte and a Cinnabon because what do you do when you have exams? You stress eat. I made my way into the main building. Oh, the nerves began to catch up on me. At this point, I wasn't a nervous wreck, but I was feeling it. I was feeling the anxiety. I made my way down the corridors and into the lobby where the exam was being held. I found a chair in the hallway and I made myself comfortable. I put my drinks down, my bags down, and I sat. As I was sitting there, I kind of realized that no one else was coming. Panic set in. Did I miss my exam? Am I too late? Hold on. Tell me that the people that are in the classroom aren't my classmates. No. Calm down. And then I decided to call a classmate. And you wouldn't believe what happened. Why do I do this to myself? So I get here and I call my friend and I'm like, where are you? And the place is like dead empty. And she's like,
the exam's not until the next hour.
I have a half an hour for my nerves to just take me. I was a whole hour early for my exam. I thought to myself, what do I do now? Do I just sit here? Now I'm waiting and I'm thinking and I'm thinking and I'm waiting. As I sit there, it feels like time is literally dragging. It feels like I have made the biggest mistake and now my nerves are about to explode. Look at the time and it is now 10:30. I pack everything up. As I walk into the classroom and I look to the right, I see the sign that reminds me that I am going into an exam zone. As the exam commences, I am in a state of calm. I begin to do my exam and time passes. 1 hour, 2 hours. Exam's over. I catch up with my friend in the corridor, Shauna. And we decide that we're going to suffer together. As we begin to walk through the campus, we start to share our ideas of how we possibly did in the exam.
50 out of 50 in all practices.
Yeah. That's not always the best thing. We get ourselves worked up at this point. What if we chose the wrong answers? What if that answer was the correct answer and I changed it for the next answer, then that could have been the one that made me fail. At this point, anxiety is flooding. We're trying to keep calm, and I know that we're both in our own heads. What if we failed this exam off of one technicality? Woulda, coulda, shoulda. How you feeling though?
I feel like last year, like, I literally felt defeated. Like,
Yeah.
so defeated.
Last year was long, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The car becomes our therapeutic office. At this point, each of us are each other's crutch. We're trying to fill the emotional void, the anxiety that both of us possibly are feeling. We decide we're gonna go and get something to eat, because what better way to fill the emotional void than to stress eat? We get into the city center and we make our way into a Chinese restaurant within the mall. And we sit and we begin to eat. Okay, so we're in Chopsticks Noodle Bar. We just kind of like chilling. We're gonna eat, try calm nerves until we get the results. So yeah.
You get what you get, move forward.
We tend to do that a lot though, don't we?
Yeah, I think everyone does it.
Stress after the exam. It's time to go. As we go our separate ways, I'm left in the car to think. I just dropped Shauna off. I'm headed home because I got to do my school run, so I got to pick my son up. And then I'm literally probably just going to go home and do some laundry and wait until these results come out. Fear has taken over. As I begin my journey home, I realize that I am in my head, I am in my thoughts. The anxiety is consuming me, and I am thinking about every possible thing that could go wrong. Will I need to resit? What if I don't pass this exam? If I don't pass this exam, then I'll fail my course, and if I fail my course, I won't succeed, and if I don't succeed, what's gonna happen to me in the future? As I get home, I try to take my mind off of thinking about my exam results. It's time, the results are here, I run to the computer and I sit. As I turn on my desktop, I anticipate my mark. Possibly could have passed. What if I didn't pass? Oh, I can't look, I don't want to look, oh, but I have to look, I have to see what I got. I go onto the website, I open it up, and finally, a moment of truth. Yes! Yes! I feel it in my body, a sudden sense of calm, and I exhale. I've passed. And that, my friends, is exam day. I am not the best storyteller, but it is a skill. It's a skill that you have to build on. So the main points I want you to remember when telling your story is there must be a beginning. You need to evoke feelings. So you need to include every single feeling that you felt in that time. So I included that, I wasn't really stressed. I got up, I turned on the lamp, I brushed my teeth, I started to get ready, I put on my makeup, and then I head through the door. So that's my beginning. Okay, in the middle is my journey to university. I bring you through the hopefulness that I feel at that time. I'm singing, I'm dancing, I'm ready, I'm pumped. Let's do this exam. Right? So there's a part in the story that I like to call the peak. And this is not really the middle or the ending. It's in the center there. There's always a source of conflict. Like, your character must always have a conflict. My conflict was that I got to university too early, right? So I've now created that anxiety within myself because it's early. I'm gonna sit there, I'm gonna worry. This can relate to your videos as well. Like, it doesn't matter what type of video you're making. You have your subject, a beginning, a middle, and a conflict. The conflict is what you're gonna get through. It builds an interest in the story. It's like, okay, so what's gonna happen next? So the ending is where I'm at the computer and I start to log into the computer. The story is either gonna end that I've failed my exam or I've passed my exam. Storytelling isn't easy, it's a skill, but once you keep building on it, you'll learn how to tell stories better. I'm still building on it, but I can tell you I am not where I used to be with storytelling. If you continue to follow that structure, you're going to tell amazing stories. Thank you for watching. Go out, create, and make the best stories that you can make. See you in the next one.